Moloko, we just had the president there outlining at a high level what the kind of the issues he was dealing with there in Emfuleni today.
Well, that is very true, Brajan Moyane. The president just speaking to members of the media a short while ago, promising that at some point he will come back to make further assessments, expressing happiness at the fact that he is saying, of course, that there's progress, and he is confident that at some point they will be able to turn the corner here. He had just stepped out of a meeting with some of the stakeholders, and of course we were not allowed to go in there, so we rely entirely on what he was telling us in terms of what transpired. But I want us to speak to the Minister of Kokta. Her name is Tembing Gadimeng. She joins me now. Hopefully she will give us the final details. Minister, thank you so much for your time. You met for over 2 hours with some stakeholders from this area. What were the key issues that they raised which you believe are pertinent?
Well, thank you very much. Stakeholders from business actually raised the dissatisfaction with regard to the conditions of road. Fortunately, which is one of the roads which were chosen to travel in, where it used to be a road and now you travel next to a road. They raised issues, obviously, of sewer and issues of potable water. But the main reason for the visit of the president was that you will recall that we had placed Section 63 on the municipality, meaning the National Department of Water and Sanitation must come and deal with the water and the sewer treatment plants. And we implemented those projects through Rand Water, which is an implementing agent, meaning we're not diverting any funds into the municipality, but taking responsibility as national government. So our report kept on emanating to say contractors are on site, phase 6 is now working, and his request was, I'm okay with the reporting, now I want to go to the site. And this is a regional plan, which is what we may also have to emphasize. And it covers all the other areas, Everton, Sebokeng, Pump 2 and Pump 3, which actually even get sewer coming from the city of Johannesburg. Now, what is of importance here is that we get the system to work. Purchase fleet, for example, 26, 27 cars have already been delivered to manage the plant alone, to hire staff and all that. Those are interventions which the president saw, but also we still have a lot to do. That is why the Minister of Transport was here, because some of the municipal road will be done by the National Department.
So clearly issues of poor service delivery are not only limited to water and sanitation, but as much as I heard you emphasizing that the money that you are now using to spend to upgrade the systems, you are not necessarily giving it to the municipality because of all the problems we know. Ultimately, this is still taxpayers' money, and initially money had been allocated for this. You're still spending money anyway. Why, therefore, do you not completely take the functions of municipalities such as this one that are dysfunctional? Anyway, you are doing their work.
Well, then from a Kokta side of view, we've got what we call Schedule 6B. It's by law as well, where Kokta through MISA is in the municipality, implementing the MIC on behalf of the municipality. The reason why we had taken over also was because the account was attached. You will recall that the municipality couldn't do anything, even if it wanted to implement the minimum that it couldn't service, it couldn't pay service providers. Actually, the province has started moving into that space to ensure that they assist the municipality with regard to the account. Now there's a multifaceted approach that Kokta is running. There's an administration and governance. They are the last municipality in the province to adopt their budget due to instability. So there's quite a lot that we're doing beyond infrastructure. Yes, it is a dysfunctional site. And the reason why we're here is to make it functional across. Out of the 8 directors, for example, they've only been able, through our intervention, to appoint 2. So they are left with 6. At least they now have a municipal manager. So it's all multidimensional. We've got the administrative, we've got the governance, we've got an infrastructure, we've got a financial perspective and report with regard to accountability coming from the Office of the Auditor General, which we are also pursuing.
The Premier of Gauteng, Panyazali Sufi, when he was speaking to us in the morning, said of the 11 municipalities in Gauteng, 10 of them are having serious issues. You have the advantage of having the national perspective. What is the situation across the country to a point that we have been to a Matshabeng in the Free State? More or less a similar situation, a wastewater treatment plant there, many of them not functioning altogether. Paint us a picture of what the situation is like across the country and what it would take to turn the corner.
Well, we want to turn the corner through it all. Out of the 66 dysfunctional municipalities which we have categorized and given out, 55 are our west. Of that 55, they owe collectively ESCOM about 57 billion, for example. And it's only 20 municipalities, of which Emfuleni is part of them. So we have got segmented programs which unpack the 66, 22 which is done by us, 27 which is done by DWS, 43 which is done by National Treasury in terms of financial return. So all what I'm saying is that if you turn around the 66, you'll get the country in a relatively better institution. We have increased, for example, a not debt to ESCOM from around 62 municipalities to 109. They are currently servicing their accounts positive. We're turning the corner. The unfortunate thing is that it takes a lot once you stop collecting waste, you stop circulating water, all your blue drop and green drop reports are negative. It will take a long time to get the situation to turn around. And Emfuleni is an example. And that is why we brought the president today to say, if we are saying to you, we are intervening as national, let's take you through, and it's not the last. On the 7th of November, we are going to Matshabeng, an example that you just made in Velkom. And we will be continuing. Skukune, there's no water, for example. We got all the mines and Libalalo water system to come in, put resources and distribute, reticulate water. So we will be having all those key areas that are an impediment into the delivery of services to our people with an intention of capacitating our people.
Let's conclude then, Minister. It's good that the president is coming to assess and hopefully things will change. But we cannot ignore the fact that next year we are going for the elections. And you definitely do want votes as the governing party. This visibility by the president and US cabinet ministers intervening, is this part of the process to say, re-elect us?
Not really. I mean, the State of Local Government report was produced in year 2021. I mean, we had even forgotten when will the elections be. But the fact of the matter is a government must govern every day, must correct, must deliver on a day-to-day basis. We actually are still very far to elections. I'm about to start campaigning. I haven't yet started because I'm a politician in my own right. But what we are saying is the president last week was in the Northwest doing the same where there is a potable water problem, launching a reservoir, which we have taken over as well through Section 63, using Department of Water and Sanitation. And I'm saying the private sector is investing. In the very same Matshabeng, Sibanye Still Waterworks mine is working there. In Rustenburg, Anglo-American is working. Through our own initiatives of will bring government, will bring willing business partners to assist in building our municipality. So you can't say business is electioning as well. They are seeing a need of ensuring that everything happens in the spaces where they operate, and we have seen the negative impact in Lichtenberg, for example, when a factory leaves because of municipal dysfunctionality. It goes beyond the dysfunctionality, it even impacts negatively on the lives of our people. But we will turn the corner.
Thank you so much for your time. Her name is Thembi Nkadimeng. She is the Minister for Okokta. Praten.
Thank you very much, Moloko Moloto.